Okay, today is day 8. We'll see how the sourdough starters have been doing. This is the white starter. We've got some fermentation going on here, little bubbles. It's smelling much better. Smells pretty good, actually. We've got our hybrid starter here. That looks really good. Really nice. I don't know if you can hear the foaminess in there. Really nice fermentation. Oh, that smells pretty good. It's not all the way fruity and yeasty smelling yet, but it smells quite good. It's getting really close. Let's see how our 100% whole wheat starter's doing. Well, that looks lovely. Nice bubbles, nice fermentation. Let me smell this. And this smells just as good as it has from day one. It smells really good. This time I think that I will remove almost all, they all have enough fermentation for me to remove almost all of it and give them a higher percentage or ratio of feed this time. I've been only feeding every 24 hours, and it just seems to me with this type of look to it where it's just so run down and so gluey that they just haven't had enough feed. So today I'm going to pour out more of it, and then I'm going to feed them more, and we'll see tomorrow how much better they do. We'll start with the white. Okay, so I'm leaving not much in it. I think I will feed, we were doing 40 grams and 40. I think I'll do, see, I've got 55 in there. I think I'll just do 60. 60 grams of unbleached old metal flour, the white flour, and 60 grams of water. I can tell by looking that they just need more food, or they need to be fed more often. But since most people only feed once every 24 hours, I thought I would try to follow along what most people do. Got just a tad too much in there. There we go. So this time we have 60 grams of water and 60 grams of flour and just a small amount of the starter. And one other thing I'm going to do today is, instead of waiting 24 hours, I'm going to maybe wait at 8 hours and show you what they look like. So we fed our white starter. Here's our hybrid starter. It's half white and half whole wheat. It's doing pretty well. I'm also going to pour, it's also very gluey. It's used up its food. So I'm going to pour out most of this as well. And just leave a little on the bottom. And I will be adding, let's see, we did 60 of the other, 60 and 60, so we'll add 30 white and 30 whole wheat. Bring that up to 60 altogether. I don't know if you can see that over there. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the camera and what was going on. Let me move this starter and we'll get it up a little bit closer there to you. Okay, we have 60 grams of flour, which includes half unbleached gold medal flour and half of the whole wheat flour. Now I will be adding 60 grams of water. And this is, like I've said before, it's the filtered artesian well water. There's no chemicals in it. Would have to do that. I really shouldn't worry about 1 gram, but you know, and I'm not OCD, but you know how it goes. It can kick in. Especially when I'm feeding starters and I'm not going to be using them right away for baking. It doesn't matter as long as it's really close or pretty close. And the reason why is because when you get closer to baking, you'll pour out a lot of your starter and feed it the correct amounts anyway. And there's the hybrid starter. And now we'll feed our whole wheat, our 100% whole wheat starter. I'll go ahead and I will take out most of this one as well. And also this is very gluey as well. It's also very gluey. Not almost any strength left. The gluten's been eaten up. So these starters just need more food, and so you can see by feeding your own starters that if you see them this gluey, you need to pour out more of the starter and feed them more, or feed them more often. I'll put in 60 grams of the whole wheat flour. Like I said, in 8 hours I will show you what they look like, and then again tomorrow after 24 hours is up, I'll show you what they look like. Even though I've been feeding them, I'm going to be feeding them more starter, you'll be able to see that there's a big difference. And it's also why some bakeries that really need their starter to be healthy and strong feed 2 or 3 times a day. And I know you may not want to do that, but I do want to show you the difference and the reason why you may need to pour out more of your starter and give it more food if you're waiting 24 hours. Even from here, this has a good smell. Must be that whole wheat smell. There's our whole wheat starter. Here's our hybrid starter. And here's our white starter. I will put them all back in the 70-degree proofer. And I will be back in 8 hours. Okay, it's been about 8.5 hours. Didn't quite get here in 8 hours. And here are the 3 different sourdough starters. And this is how they look after the 8 hours. Wanted to show you. We're not going to feed them. I just wanted to show you what they look like. Had some nice bubbling, not a lot. This one is actually doing quite well with a lot of nice bubbles. Still smells off. It has kind of a funny it's hard to explain. almost like slightly rotten odor. Let me see how the white smells. Smells similar, but not as strong. And here's the 100% whole wheat. It's got some nice fermentation, but the bubbles are real small. Not a lot of fermentation. Let me smell this. This smells good. This smells wonderful and wheaty, and has a really good smell to it. Just wanted to show you what my starter looks like after being fed about 8.5 hours later. And this is a healthy, stable starter that has been, it's about 11 years old. So I'm about ready to feed this one so I can bake tomorrow. So I just wanted to show you what a healthy, stable starter looked like compared to the new starters we're trying to get going. It's also a 100% starter. Okay, I'll bring them back out tomorrow after 24 hours. This is day 8. Tomorrow will be day 9.